Hello, welcome to LeadMaster. In this tutorial, you will learn how to configure the Smart Queue. If you do not see a Smart Queue menu in the home page, that means that you do not have a Smart Queue assigned to you. In order to configure the Smart Queue, you must have access to administration. If you don't see the Smart Queue menu, please contact your LeadMaster representative. The Smart Queue makes it easier to set up calling campaigns and makes reps more productive. In this Smart Queue, you can see a number of queues. These queues can be set up as individual queues, or they can be combined into the general queue. We can suspend queues, edit them, delete them, and clone queues. To add a queue, click Add Smart Queue. We'll give it a name. The description is optional. You can change the order of priority here, or by doing a drag and drop on the previous screen. Availability helps you specify when records are going to be added to the queue. Let's set this one up for 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. This will ensure that you won't get a record outside of 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. local time. Click Submit, and you will find the additional options. Next, tell the Smart Queue who it is going to call. You can do this by searching Contacts or searching Records. Let's search for Records, with call attempts that are 4. Every time someone enters the Smart Queue and a record is displayed, that record's call attempts are automatically incremented in LeadMaster. It tells us how many records we have selected. In this case, we only have one we've called 4 times. There is a long list of sort options of how these will be presented and in what order. Let's choose Date Entered Descending so that we get the most recent first. Section 2 is now complete. Let's move on to Section 3. We can add users either one at a time to the Smart Queue, or we can add all users to the Smart Queue. We can have this as a standalone queue by selecting the checkbox User Selectable Queue. Now it will appear on the Smart Queue menu on the home page by itself. Or, if we don't select it, it will become part of the general queue. And you get to the general queue by clicking Enter Smart Queue. For now, let's make this a user selectable queue. Finally, we have the choice to enforce user security. In other words, when you enter the Smart Queue, you are going to see contacts that are only assigned to you. Let's say no and click Submit. Our queue is complete. Let's change the order of priority by dragging and dropping. So if you enter the general queue, it would start at the top of this list and show you all the new leads. When there aren't any more in that queue, it would then jump down to the next queue automatically. In this case, all queues are assigned to everyone, and we are not enforcing security. Let's go to the home page and take a look. Here you can see the individual queues. When you enter the new leads queue, and this is exhausted, you will have to enter the Called Once queue manually. Let's change that. Go to the Smart Queue and change each queue so that it is not user selectable. Go back to the home page, and we just have Google advertising and no contact for 60 days. Now when you enter the Smart Queue, you are presented with leads that have not been called, and you must exhaust all the leads that have not been called before you move on to the next queue. There is an endless variety of choices when organizing queues. You might have queues by product, campaign, or geography, or as we did here, queues by call attempts. Or you may elect to have a general queue and manage that from the admin page. There are many benefits to the Smart Queue. One is that it reduces training time. Callers enter the Smart Queue, click on the next lead button, and the next most important lead appears automatically. It also eliminates the need for manually scheduling callbacks. You can specify the time between when contacts appear in the Smart Queue. You may want to rest this record for 15 minutes, a day, 3 days, or a week. and you can specify based upon the disposition. Combining the dispositions, workflows, and smart cues helps automate your business process. This concludes a tutorial on setting up a smart cue. Thanks for watching.